Auf dunklem Plan begegnen wir uns mit Hirten und weißen Sternen. Wenn es Herbst geworden ist, zeigt sich nüchterne Klarheit im Hain. Besänftige wandeln wir an roten Mauern hin, und die runden Augen folgen dem Flug der Vögel. Am Abend sinkt das weiße Wasser, gehauenen, in kahlen Gezweigen feiert der Himmel. Okay, and I'll switch to English. Helion. In the lonely hours of the mind, it is beautiful to walk in the sun, along the yellow walls of summer. Quiet footsteps in the grass, yet still the son of Pan sleeps in gray marble. In evenings on the terrace we are drunk on brown wine. The peaches glow red in the leaves, soft sonata, happy laughter. The stillness of night is beautiful. On a dark plain we meet shepherds and white stars. When autumn arrives, stark clarity appears in the grove. Hushed, we walk along red walls, and round eyes follow the bird's flight. In evening, white water sinks into burial urns. The sky revels in bare branches. The farmer holds bread and wine in his pure hands, and fruit ripens peacefully in a sunny room. Oh, how grave the face of the precious dead! But the soul delights in just contemplation. Vast is the silence of the devastated garden, where the young novice crowns his brow with brown leaves, his breath drinks icy gold. Hands touch the old bluish waters, or, on a cold night, the white cheeks of the sister. Quiet and harmonious is the way past friendly rooms, where there is loneliness and the rustling of maple trees, where perhaps the thrush still sings. Man is beautiful and appears in the dark when he moves his arms and legs in wonder, and in purple sockets the eyes roll silently. At vespers the stranger loses himself in black November ruin, under rotten branches, past walls of lepers, where the holy brother once walked, sunken in the soft instrument of his madness. Oh, how lonely the evening wind ends. Dying, the head bows into the darkness of the olive trees. How shocking, this destruction of our kind. In this hour, the eyes of the seer fill with the gold of his stars. In evening, the chimes fade away, no longer ringing. The black walls of the square decay, and the dead soldier calls out for prayer. A pale angel, the son, steps into the empty house of his fathers. The sisters have gone far away to old ashen men. At night, the sleeper found them under the columns of the hallway, returning from sad pilgrimages, their hair stiffened with dung and worms, as he stands there with silver feet, and those dead emerge from empty rooms. Oh, you psalms, in fiery midnight rain, where the servants struck their gentle eyes with nettles, the childlike fruits of the elder tree bend in wonder over the empty grave. Yellowed moons roll quietly over the feverish bedsheets of the young, before the silence of winter follows. A sublime fate thinks its way down the Kidron, where the cedar, a tender creature, unfolds itself under the blue brows of the fathers. At night, a shepherd drives his herd over the meadow, or it is the cries in sleep when a bronze angel confronts something in the grove. A saint's flesh melts on the glowing grate. Purple grapevines twine around the clay huts. Bales of yellowed grain rustle, the hum of bees, the flight of cranes. In the evening, the resurrected meet on a rocky path. Lepers are reflected in black waters, or they open the dung-flecked robes, weeping in the balmy wind blowing from the rosy hill. Slender girls, groped through the streets at night to find the loving shepherd. Gentle singing in the huts on Saturday. Let the song also remember the boy, his madness, white eyebrows, and his death, oh, decay whose bluish eyes open. How sad this reunion is. Steps of madness in black rooms, shadows of old men under the open door. There Helion's soul watches itself in a rosy mirror, and snow and leprosy fall from his forehead. Stars have dissolved on the walls, and the white figures of light. Bones emerge from the graves in his tapestry, the silence of fallen crosses on the hill, sweetness of frankincense on the purple night wind. Oh, you broken eyes in black mouths, where the grandson in gentle confusion contemplates a darker end alone. In silence, God lowers his blue eyelids over him.